Hey, hold on, man. Caitlin Clark might be the greatest player in women's basketball, dog. Hold on, man. You know how good you have to be to play in a position that you don't necessarily play in and still win MVP? Are you kidding me? What in the world, dog?
That response there, that's vindication, not just excitement. Because the events that transpired in Puerto Rico were not anticipated. At the international level, it is uncommon to play out of position for 4 of 5 games and still win tournament MVP, but Caitlin Clark made it seem effortless.
Standing in front of us.
We gotta take a look at this, man. Hold on.
The TISO MVP of the tournament is none other than Miss Caitlin Clark.
They announced that she came on the floor.
It's undeniable the impact she's made on women's basketball, and here in Puerto Rico had quite the showing. Her debut with the senior team, the double-double with both points and assists. And in her senior debut, she wins the TISO MVP at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament here in Puerto Rico.
Let's discuss what truly transpired at the San Juan FIA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying competition. USA Basketball made the decision to conduct a test. The top point guard in women's basketball was transferred to small forward for the majority of the tournament, not just one game. The truth is that she continued to rule the entire competition. January 23rd is the first game against Mexico. Caitlin scores 17 points on 80% shooting while playing point guard, which is her natural position. 12 assists for the double-double, including all threes and layups. We are familiar with that, Caitlin. However, the coaching staff of USA Basketball then made the innovative decision.
Made an instant impact during her first senior footsteps with USA. San Juan, Puerto Rico, Caitlin Clark of USA has been named TISO MVP at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2026 qualifying tournament in San Juan. Making her eagerly anticipated senior tournament debut for her country, Clark lived up to the billing by delivering an excellent display for the reigning champions. Taking USA to a 5-0 clean sweep.
Puerto Rico in the second game. She is moved to the 3. 8 points, 20% from beyond the arc, and 33% from the field. The attack was slow and disjointed, but observe what transpired on defense. 1 steal, 1 block, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. To fit a position she doesn't play, she changed every aspect of her game. Italy in the third game. 12 points, 80% from the field, 66% from 3, and 5 assists while still playing small forward. She was still out of position, but the efficiency returned. Here's what the majority of folks overlooked. Out of all the players on the team, she had the best plus-minus. USA dominated when Caitlin was on the floor. The margins narrowed when she sat down.
Played Puerto Rico, and I think this game was so sluggish. Now, the thing is, she played her position in the first game, and then all of a sudden, we started putting her at the 3. This is why this is crazy, man. This is why this is crazy. Now, she was playing at the 3 in this game. She had 8 points in this one, 33%, 20 from the 3, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. So the defense was piped up in this game. I remember going crazy about the defense in this game, but the offense was very sluggish, and she didn't shoot that well in this game, right? Now we go back. We play Italy, and I think she looked way better in this game. Let me see, Caitlin, 12 points, 80% from the field, 66 from the 3, had 5 assists, also had 5 turnovers in this one, though. But even with those 5 turnovers, she was kind of like, at the end, she threw one way out just to throw it to Paige. She wasn't caring about the turnovers.
Check out the tournament's final statistics now. With an efficiency rating of 14.6 and a scoring average of 11.6 points per game on 52.9% shooting, Caitlin topped the whole USA squad. Here's the worst part. 6.4 assists per game, best in the tournament. In addition to racing off screens, protecting wings, and playing small forward, she continues to outperform everyone else on the squad in setting up her teammates. In contrast, Kelsey Copper was the team's top scorer. Copper is not a facilitator. He is a pure scorer. You want her to be hunting her shot, and she is doing just that. However, Caitlin continues to have an impact on victory in ways that are evident throughout the stat sheet, even after her primary job is removed and she is asked to perform an entirely other task. The rebounds were taken by Angel Reese. That's how she plays. However, despite playing a position in which she has never excelled, Caitlin dominated the efficiency rankings and the assist totals. That goes beyond mere adaptability. That's exceptional basketball IQ.
So, MVP at the FIBA U19 Women's Basketball World Cup 2021. That's right, y'all read it correctly. This is not her first MVP. This is her second MVP. Man, she might be the greatest player ever, dog. This is crazy. She posted the best average efficiency for her team. 14.6 was the second best score for the USA with 11.6 points, 52.9% shooting. Oh my goodness. And recorded a tournament best 6.4 assists. Come on, dog. Feeding everybody. You get a score. You get a score. You get the score. Oprah with the pass, baby. Now Clark will look to lead the way in the backcourt again when the USA land in Berlin this September and tip off.
This is a verbatim quote from the official FIA announcement. Clark lived up to the hype by putting on a fantastic performance for the defending champions in her much-awaited senior tournament debut for her nation. She won MVP at the FIA Under-19 World Cup in 2021, but this is her first senior competition. Thus, this is not the first time she has won an international MVP award. It's the second for her.
Consider that timeline.
International competitions are separated by 3 years. During that time, she won WNBA Rookie of the Year, made the All-NBA first team, led Iowa to consecutive national championship games, became the all-time most scorer in NCAA Division I history, and was selected first overall. She now returns to playing internationally and gets MVP once more right away. At this point, the constancy is nearly monotonous.
We knew this about Caitlin, right? We knew this. Like, we were like, fam, if y'all put her on the 2024 Olympic team, she is going to do nothing but help the team win. We went over there and we struggled top to bottom with our guards. I mean, if it wasn't for Asia, we was not winning. Honestly, we was not winning the Olympics, right? Caitlin, literally one of the best guards at the time. And people were mad that her fans, including myself, were saying she deserved to be on that roster, man. She has been balling, right? But they had all this other things going on in the background saying, oh, she needed to attend this, attend that. All right, cool, whatever. But we already knew if Caitlin joined the USA team, she was going to absolutely dominate. Hey, fam, let's take a look at this. Just look at this, man. She's top in efficiency, second in points. Angel got the rebounds.
But let's talk about the big issue. In retrospect, this performance raises even more doubts about the 2024 Olympic lineup selection. With a poor guard rotation, USA Basketball traveled to Paris. Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi were retired. The club needed someone who could produce for others and break down defenses in order to make plays. They had Caitlin Clark available, who had just finished an incredible rookie campaign and demonstrated her abilities at every level. Additionally, they departed her house due to an unspoken norm regarding paying dues and attending training camps. In the meantime, the squad traveled to Paris and narrowly made it out with gold. They had to be carried through several games by A'ja Wilson. At best, the guard play was erratic. Caitlin has now joined the national squad for these qualifying matches. And what takes place? MVP of the event, improving everyone around her despite playing out of position. If she had had the opportunity, she would have done precisely that in Paris.
Crazy, off the top. Like, she's second in points, but top dog in assists. Can y'all imagine if Caitlin was selfish? Can y'all imagine if Caitlin was all about getting hers? Fam, she would have 30 points every game. Man, this is nuts, man. This is nuts. Like, the top scorer, K-Cop, is a scorer. She's not looking to really facilitate. She's not really looking to pass the ball like that. But you have Caitlin Clark, who looks to pass first, looks to share that rock and was looking a bit passive throughout the tournament. Looking like she was trying to hold something back, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I was looking at Caitlin and I was like, Caitlin looked like she's hesitant. She's not trying to really take over the game like that. It's almost like Caitlin wanted everybody else to shine. At this point, man.
Throughout the competition, pay attention to Caitlin's body language. She played in a way that seemed intentional. She wasn't attempting to prove she ought to have been on the Olympic team or forcing shots. At times, she was nearly passive, trying to include everyone else before herself. Despite her poor shooting in Game 5, she was named MVP. That speaks volumes about her strategy for this competition. Yes, she had something to prove, but it wasn't what people anticipated. She demonstrated that she could be the most influential player on the floor while fitting into any system, playing any role, and sacrificing her natural game for the success of the team. That goes beyond skill. It often takes 10 years to reach that level of maturity and basketball intelligence. This is what makes it even more amazing. Voting by fans was open. Votes for their preferred players could be flooded. The individuals who have been disparaging Caitlin since her time in college are known as hate watchers. They had every chance to rig the election and hand it to someone else. They made an effort. Despite their best efforts, she prevailed. Even those who were against her couldn't defend voting for anyone else because of how convincing her performance was. Consider the implications of this for the September World Cup in Berlin. With Caitlin's ability to play several positions at a high level, USA basketball must now expand their rotation. She is no longer merely a point guard. She can guard, rebound, facilitate, and score well from anywhere on the court, making her a true two-way wing. She is among the team's most valued players due to her versatility. The WNBA is not the same as the worldwide game. It's closer to the three-point line. The officiating is more physical, the lane is broader, and Caitlin recently demonstrated that she can play out of position and still dominate. She will be even more dangerous when she returns to her natural position at point guard for the World Cup after a complete training camp and the development of synergy with her teammates. However, the most important lesson from Puerto Rico has nothing to do with numbers or honors. When someone asks if Caitlin Clark is the best player in women's basketball right now, point them to Puerto Rico, a player who won MVP while playing 4 out of 5 games at a position she doesn't specialize in, or someone who led the tournament in assists while being asked to play off the ball. We knew she could score, we knew she could pass, and what we learned in San Juan is that she can sacrifice her natural role, adapt to whatever the team needs, and still be the most impactful player in the tournament. Show them a player that is so skilled that she manages to dominate even when you take away her main role. Throughout the entire competition, the haters tried to vote for other people by constantly reloading their browsers. Caitlin won because, in the end, you can't vote against excellence, even though their phones most likely overheated from all the clicking. Someone who is just superior than everyone else on the floor cannot be defeated by brigading. The act conveys its message rather clearly and speaks for itself.